It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Cowboys and the Lions, next on Madden Football.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings him out.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
First down, Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Prescott, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Prescott to the sideline on 4th down. Jonathan Garibay is out there for the Dallas field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. Garibay's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense, and in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on, but this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
and coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. This is caught by Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he'll get it down here to the 43. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. A handoff left, Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On play action, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Prescott off play action. Being chased out left. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up first and goal.
Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Prescott. And this one's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Big Ndamukong Suh, one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Prescott to the sideline on fourth down. Jonathan Garibay is out there for the Dallas field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. Garibay's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, you get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Throwing on third, Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Oh, nice move.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. From the 17, Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Carlos Dunlap, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And this one is incomplete. Prescott to the sideline on 4th down. Jonathan Garibay is out there for the Dallas field goal. Garibay's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And Detroit getting set to go now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Neville Gallimore breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And it won't be a pick 6, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line.
That's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And that will make this a 16-point lead. A nice tiny little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, first quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Dak's throw hauled in by Washington. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They had a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. $16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is? It could be for the game the way that things are going right now. I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start by running the option to the right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. and now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 10th carry now for Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Prescott. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. From the 36, Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing again is Goff. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's got room. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
This is Swift on the counter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And let's gauge our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Inside give to Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing. Prescott. Flush to his right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, they've won a few in the years following.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Here's Goff. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
From the 27, Prescott. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
Garabay's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We begin here in the Sunshine State. The New York Giants heading south to take on Jacksonville. And those two are tied up as they play the 2nd quarter. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. and they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron Jones with 2 touchdown runs. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more.
Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now Goff on first down. That one complete. He finds Shark.
Pass interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Elliott running right. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
72 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this game.
Prescott on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Swift split carries down the middle with Jamal Williams in 2021, but he's one of Detroit's busiest players in the passing game. He caught 62 passes, 2nd on the team, and 4th among NFL running backs. His showing could convince the Lions to make him their RB1.
Goff on 1st down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out now come the Cowboys.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Forced out to it, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Goff. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Bullock's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
This one taken just inside the 10, and he won't quite make it to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Goff finding Hockenson there for the line first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 38, Goff.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice gain there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's gone.
Well, he brings it in off the deflection. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 14 yards that time for number 14.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, here's Goff.
Throws out left, it's caught by Williams.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
They'll run with Swift.
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Bullock's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down carry by Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
Zeke with a shake and bake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. Buying time to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Prescott now. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point drive.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So here come the Lions now.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
On first down, gone.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. To the air again. Gone.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Gone.
He's got this complete to Williams. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Goff now to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Dante Fowler. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Now Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Bullet good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Dallas returns on offense, and among the weapons, Michael Gallup at wide receiver.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Prescott.
Washington's got him. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ndamukong Suh able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott.
He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Garabay's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, They found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing on third, Goff.
Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Goff throwing again. Eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Micah Parsons picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Goff. Caught left side by Funchess.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So out now come the Lions.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And my goodness, another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And some room to maneuver. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The give is to Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Throwing, Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tay Crowder. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So here's Goff and the Lions.
Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 13 to play. The turnover does give them life, but they still need 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with a minute 6 left to go in the game. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Here's Brian Anger now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Cowboys, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.